for some dark, sticky fun.
Eternal torment, agonized wail of lost souls, demons howling in the endless void. Eventually, all these things lose their charm. But enough about work. Allow me to introduce a man whose talent delights my dark heart. Master of dark, sticky fun, your host, Ron Fitzgerald. Eternal torment.
We are live. Hello, everybody. This is me, Ron Fitzgerald, Master of the Dark Realm. Welcome to the live stream. You're just going to hear me tonight. As we're setting up, something is gone wrong with the cable and then or the converter that goes from our camera into the computer, and it's not giving us video as much as we've tried to fix the damn thing. Just short of beating it with a ball peen hammer, we're going to have to do it like this. So you get to look at my lovely picture, and our other guests, their cameras are working, and they're waiting we're waiting to bring them on. So hang with me. I want to say hi to everyone in the chat right now. How are you guys doing? Chime in. Tell us what you're up to and where you're checking in from, the asylum or elsewhere, and we'll get this thing going.
We have Sarah S., Anthony Reynolds Hart, Crossover Paranormal Society, and Jason Davis.
Jason Davis. Hello, Jason. Hello, Sarah. Hello, Anthony. Hello, everybody. Thank you for showing up and hanging out with us here on the live stream tonight. It's a little weird, very mysterious without me having a camera, but it'll be fun, and we'll have our guests on in a moment. But thank you all, and I know Sarah is out there waiting in the Tesla electric hearse. Oh yeah, we were talking about that the other night, and I'm glad you were entertained by that, Sarah. We're waiting for Elon to bust out the Tesla electric hearse, because why not? The electric hearse? Yeah. The electric hearse? Kind of an electric boogie thing? Yeah. The electric hearse boogie?
The last boogie.
The last boogie. Your last ride in the electric Tesla hearse.
Michelle says, unemployed at the asylum.
Michelle.
David says it's been a while since. Last call with Troy says YouTube is so slow to get notifications. Sarah says, why is there a surprise that electronic short circuits with who we are? And then William Moe says, hi Ron, how are you? I'm checking in from Missouri. We've got diners, driving, and diving.
Awesome. Thank you for checking in from Missouri. What's that?
He has the food show on in the background.
Oh, you have food going on in the background?
Yeah, he has a food show.
Yeah. Well, that sounds good. It's like in the dungeon, cooking down in the dungeon with us tonight. That's all good. Morgoth and I had some delicious Aurelio's pizza earlier, and I can't rave about that enough. That is good stuff. That is good stuff. Everyone come on over, and we'll go to Aurelio's.
Sarah says, Ron still has to rescue me from Mattoon, Illinois.
Mattoon. Down there stuck in central Illinois.
Crossover Paranormal Society says, I'm from North Carolina.
North Carolina, that's right. You are out east, my friends at Crossover. And check them out on Crossover Paranormal. They stream a lot of cool things. And
where in North Carolina are you?
Let's find out. Whereabouts in North Carolina are you? I can't remember. I know we talked about it when I did your show with you, but I don't remember exactly where you're at. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Jason says he's up in Wausau, Wisconsin.
Wisconsin. All right. Yeah, because Jason, we first met. He used to be the director at the Chicago Horror Film Festival. Oh. Mm-hmm. Back in the beginning, well, where did we start there? The Three Penny Cinema in Chicago is where it started.
Crossover Paranormal says Mayberry, North Carolina.
Mayberry. Wow, that's cool out on the East Coast because the cemeteries are cool are so old. You know. Yeah.
And my brother was out in Bryson.
Bryson.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. Is Bryson anywhere near Mayberry then?
No, I think they're further.
Further apart.
Further west.
Okay.
Let's see. Anthony says he's in Live Oak, Texas.
Texas, checking in from Texas. All right.
Sarah claims she's going to take over your basement and use public transportation.
Sarah, I don't have a basement. I have a bat cave.
Yes.
But if you'd like a cage in the bat cave, come on over. That would be just fine. All right. And it's a new night. Thanks for joining us on a new night. We're trying out Friday nights, but we might move it around and see what else is optimal. Maybe a Thursday night. You guys in the chat, tell us what night would be a good night for you guys to watch the live stream if you want to be with us live. You can always watch the archive because it's of course on demand after tonight. But if you want to be with us live and be able to talk to us in the chat and everything, what night would be good? Is there an optimal night you guys would like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or another night if you've got something else that you would really, really like a live stream on? Let me know. Inquiring minds want to know. So in the meantime, while we're waiting for those to roll in, I will tell you I'm still working on the book because I'm writing a book, and most of you know that. I think everybody that's in here, writing a book, Monstrous Magic, A Career Conjuring Dark, Sticky Fun, and that will be out hopefully in the spooky season later in the year. And it's coming along. It's just a longer process than I thought it was going to be. It's a long thing, but it will chronicle my very weird career and life and the challenges there is to build that and bring you dark, sticky fun. So if you have any questions about the book, you can ask that, or if there's something you particularly want to know about or read about in the book, let me know. It's likely I already know that and it's in there already. But if there's something else, I always want to find out what you guys want to know. So I'm making sure it's going in the book. Yes.
Orville Nation here.
Orville Nation. Yes. Hello, Orville Nation. Yes.
As talked to everybody, be sure to share out the screen on all the socials.
Yeah, the Orville Nation is great. I met them through Maria, who will from Tea and Telly will be on with us tonight. She's working on that right now, and we're going to have Robert Dicke, who is a photographer of horror events and bands, and he's also taken some photos with me. So I've worked with him, and we're going to bring him up probably next because Maria's not in there quite yet. Yeah, she's working on things on her end. She was a little rushing on the time, so no worries there. But we love Maria. I was on Maria, and I'm with Maria and her friends and Tea and Telly and a bunch of folks, and even the guy from Seinfeld, the Man Hands guy, was on the stream last night with her, which was fun. And we're doing a little magic on there, and in the middle of that, the laptop shut down and everything went wonky, and then I came back later in the show. So I don't know what it is with all the tech issues, but it's righteously pissing us off. What's that?
The tech guys had an interest.
The last 2 days, yeah.
So far, a lot of people are saying Wednesday night was good for them.
Wednesday, okay.
And then, more things here. Sarah said she just realized that she had not the morning person mug.
Perfect. Thank you, Sarah.
And then William posed that there's a horror con in St. Charles, Missouri.
Yeah.
The first of its kind of a horror. I'm horror hosting for it.
Awesome.
Ari Lehman is going to be there.
Ari's a friend of mine. Ari's awesome. Make sure you go say hi to him if you haven't met him before. Or even if you have, go tell him Ron said hi.
He said he's not trying to advertise without your permission.
No. You go right ahead and talk about that. That's what we do here. We want to share things out and we want to share information. That is fine. You can pimp out a HorrorCon. I have no problem with that.
Sarah says who's editing your book, and I'm a beta reader for free if you need it.
You're on. Yeah, we will talk about that, Sarah. Thank you for offering.
Alex Raven, 1313 Dark Raven says, hi there, I was at Aurelio Pizza on Tuesday, and he likes like Thursday night.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, we're getting more Wednesdays and Thursdays, so I think we're gonna go away from the weekend and more into a Wednesday or a Thursday and see what works better for us and for you guys. But thank you, Alex. I see you in there. I'm glad you were with us tonight. Thank you.
William Bo says, Ron, in your book, can you give tips to people on how to be a Gothic illusionist or a master of the dark room?
Well, it's more of a memoir. It's basically a memoir that chronicles, my journey becoming the master of the dark realm and all the weird twists and turns I had career-wise. Everything from I mean, when I started, it was not like it is now. I didn't start being a Gothic illusionist. I was a kid with a box of magic, and I started my career performing at people's birthday parties and things like that. And it was birds, bunnies, and bad formal wear. And then I heard a little voice in my head that said, fulfill your destiny and complete your journey to the dark side. And then I said yes to that. Because who wouldn't? Exactly. And now you've got a fully fledged master of the dark realm who has been through some hell and broken glass and many challenges along the way. What is it? Through hardships unnumbered and dangers untold. Yes. And I'm also going to talk because I've had I've had some chronic health issues and other things I've had to manage along the ways. Such a little double organ transplant, fun things like that. And I'm going to talk about that in the book as well. Because as an entertainer, I don't necessarily feel the need to let that come out here and get in the way of what I'm sharing with you entertainment-wise, because I consider it an escape for you and for me, for all of us. But in the book, I'm going to talk about that. So it's not a magic book per se. It's a book about a guy in the world of magic and illusion performance, and the weird road that I am still on, that took me along the way of performing then in theme parks. I did that for a few years, and you guys know, many of you, about my cable TV show in the early 90s, and that then led me off into acting in horror movies and becoming the mayor of hell and re-recording Monster Mash and a bunch of other different weird projects more recently. So it's that whole kind of journey. So a very, dark, sticky memoir.
So, then, always 20 minutes. You want to bring in Robert?
Yeah, 1 second. I'm going to do one more thing. Okay. If any of you follow me on Instagram, and please do, and if you're not subscribed here on YouTube or the Evil Book of Face, if you're watching from there, please, subscribe, follow, whatever you got to do. Do the button thing. Push buttons on there and follow along. But for those of you who follow me on Instagram, Morgoth and I made a cool new video that we put up there. And it is the floating ball illusion with some awesome 9-inch nails on it. And it went absolutely viral. It's got more than 500,000 views. In fact, it just rolled over 600,000 views in the last day or so. And it's got like 17,000 likes and 21,000 shares. So it popped off nicely and went crazy. And we got a lot of new followers on Instagram. So if there's anybody from Instagram that is here on the stream tonight, thank you for joining me. And thank you for finding me on Insta with that video that went absolutely viral over there. So, and if you want to see it, I'll put down a link in the comments or the description after the show. So stay with us right now. You can go watch the thing later. That's only a minute long. and we've got more for you now. We're going to bring on my first guest right now. And I guess I should say this is kind of a celebration. The whole thing is halfway to Halloween. And are you guys excited about being halfway to Halloween? Maria.
You want to bring Robert first?
Robert, stay put for a second. Let's talk to Maria for a second so we can see her lovely face here. Yes. There she is.
Hey.
Hi.
Sorry, I was having technical difficulties this time.
It's like last night. My laptop crashed in the middle of your show. I went away and then I had to come back later. It's crazy.
That's what I had to do. I couldn't get my headset working, but here I am. Sorry.
Yay! We're very glad and thank you. I was on Maria's show, Tea and Telly, last night on YouTube. And did that simulcast out beyond YouTube, or was that here?
Yeah, that apparently went on. Gosh, I think Twitch, Rumble, Facebook, it went everywhere. So
that's what I thought. That is awesome.
Yeah.
And I want to congratulate you again and let my audience know that Maria's channel with Tea and Telly has hit 31,000 subscribers now, right?
Yeah, almost 32 now. So yes. Yeah.
30. I'm like 31 right now because it goes with our halfway to Halloween theme.
Yes, right. I know, right?
Yeah. And are you excited that we're halfway to Halloween?
Oh, of course.
Of course.
Halloween is one of my favorites. I love it. It just reminds me of being a kid. So I love it.
Yes. Perfect. And I just want to say congratulations again. That's so awesome. And everybody on here tonight, make sure you go after on the stream and go find Maria, Tea and Telly, and subscribe. So you can follow her along too. Yeah.
Yes. Well, I'm hoping that my gang I think I did have quite a few people say that they subscribed to. So hopefully you saw that go up. And
yes, I had subscribers after doing the show with you last night. So thank you. And
I'm sure you'll see it move. Yeah, it'll keep moving. So
is in the chat right now.
Oh, hey, I can't see the chat, PJ. So, but hi.
All right. Well, no, not from where you're at right now because you're in here with us. So
yes.
Yeah. And thank you for that. It was fun. Did you have a good time on the show last night?
It was a blast. Despite all of the issues that were going on, it was a total blast. I had a good time, and I hope you did.
Yeah, that's great. And it did. You just kind of have to roll with it sometimes because I wasn't the only one that had a technical issue either. Right?
No, the guest too.
Yeah.
But we made it work somehow, and then it just in the end turned out well. I just thought it was the weirdest thing. We were just getting glitches all the way around, and even before the show, I had a little bit of problems. I'm like, oh my gosh, what is going on?
Yeah.
But it was fun. Yeah. Yes. Yes. I'm like, oops.
Just a little time warp. We'll get you a TARDIS to go with your Tea and Telly, and we'll have you there on time. Damn it.
I know. I'm just like, oops. I'm so glad you let me know, because I felt bad. I was like thinking I had some time, and I'm at Mama Telly's house, and so she's out right now, and then when you said it was like soon, I was like, oh no. So
that's when I knew when you came back with your last message. Then I knew when you said you had about an hour. I'm like, no. That's different. Your time. Yeah. I'm glad you said something. So there we are.
God, here we are. But no, thank you for having me on your show. It's always a pleasure.
Well, thank you. I mean, we already got you in our swanky hoodie and everything, and you've been in that before. So thank you.
Yeah.
And anytime we'll do this.
Yeah.
Like
absolutely.
I told you last night. I'm going to get you here, and I'm going to cut you in half. Come on, you know that's going to happen.
We got to make that happen. You have to excuse me. I'm actually hot right now, so I'm going to have to put my hair up because I'm actually hot. So, but yes, we should totally
I
make
have
that
that effect
happen.
on women. I can't help
You do,
myself.
you do that, right, Ron? That's just you. You just like, yeah,
I
even from
consider
all the way
that part of my
across
job.
here.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, even from all the way across here, I'm just burning up over here.
You,
But I'm
yeah.
like, ah. But no, I'm glad to be on this side. I'm always enjoying your show, and when I can, and I'm not sure. Um, I do have the alert on to let me know, but for some reason I haven't been getting them, so I'm gonna have to double check that. And
Something great about the other alerts, because I have other people that are here on the stream. I think Alex is one of them, and some others have told me that they did not get their alerts on time. So I don't know
yeah,
what's happening, but
I
we
don't
really
either.
need to get off their ass and do something about that.
Yeah, because I've had people say the same thing with mine. Like, I didn't get your alert. I'm like, oh my gosh. So, but yeah. So it's been, gosh, I was telling people last night on the show, Ron and I have been friends for such a long time, but it's nice to actually come together to collaborate, to do stuff. Whereas before it was just, hey, how's it going? It's just like, hey, but here we are, and both doing what we love and entertaining people. So,
Well, exactly, because I know it was not an easy road for you to get everything together and start streaming all the time and making all your content as well.
yeah, it was difficult, but I tell you what, PJ in the house there, Over Nation, he really had faith in me and got me going and told me where to go, which direction to go, and how to do it. And I listened to him, and it worked. And he hates it when I say this, but he really helped me because, like, I didn't know what I was doing. I got the name of the show up, and I'm like, okay, now what? I didn't know what to
That is so
do.
awesome. I'm thrilled, and we're glad. Welcome, PJ and Orville Nation tonight. Thank you. Yeah. And that's
So
great that worked for you. I'm so
yeah.
happy for you that everything is raging along nicely.
Yeah, well, it's because he hashtags We Grow Together, and so he knows how to round up the community to support each other. And when we see somebody needing help on Boost, or just to get out there, get the community to recognize them and stuff, that's what we do, and it works. So yeah.
Oh, great. Yeah, no, I'm very, very, very happy. So hang with us. We're about halfway in, and I'm going to bring on Robert now, and we're going to look at some photos together. But I'm going to leave you in here too, okay?
Okay.
Yeah. So everybody, this is Robert Dicke, photographer extraordinaire. Let's bring him on. Yes, he is dressed for the occasion. Robert.
Can you hear us?
Yes.
There you are. How you doing?
I'm doing fine. How you been, man?
I am. Well, you can't see me, so I've had better days. But
I thought about putting a little picture of myself up and just talking behind it.
Well, we like seeing you. You dress for the occasion. We like the hat. Thank you.
That's good.
Yeah. So tell everybody a little bit about you, your work, your photographer, and that you do a lot of horror events and other things. So tell us a little bit about you, and then we're going to go through and look at all these great photos.
Okay. Well, I've been an artist and photographer for a long time. I started as a graphic designer and stuff like that, but I was photographing since I was a kid. I've been doing drawings and artwork for a long time, and just developed it all the way through, and then kind of implied it in my work. I have had showcase work at a couple of gallery shows and stuff like that. I have basically had work that's been published. I'm someone who likes to get his work out and everywhere. And I basically work with the Zucos, and I'm also doing some work with Count Gregoro and Lily Grego from Count Gregoro's Crypt. I have done stuff with Diego Winters from Diego Dark Hofford. Yeah. late, and now I'm also doing stuff with his fiance, Storm from Storm's Eclectic Realm.
Yes. Yeah, because Dedgar, there's a nice photo we're going to run that is Dedgar and myself that you took, and that's in there. But sadly, Dedgar passed, didn't
he? Yeah, and we miss him.
Yes, we do, because we used to do a lot of those same events together. So,
right,
very much miss him right now. So let's get into these photos here. You want to start? I guess just you want to go. I'm talking to Morgoth right now. Yeah, you know that. They don't know that though. You want to go from the bottom up, or you want to go from the top down? Go from the top down if you can. There's a little picture. You can show Maria in her hoodie, and then right after that they start. There she is. There's Maria in her hoodie. Don't you look great in that hoodie, Maria? Come on.
Now, next one.
I love the hoodie. Yes.
Thank you. You are very welcome.
Did you see that one?
Yes, I did.
Okay. I see one
Robert,
picture.
Talk to us about the photos, because I don't know what order they're in. I put as many as I could in here, and I had a limit on how many I could. So I have curated what I felt were the most interesting ones. So we're going to go through those, but you know them, so talk about them.
Okay, this is basically happening at a steampunk expo in Schaumburg at the Hyatt Regency Hotel. They basically were 2 weeks ago, and this is a husband and wife couple. They're playing more gothic music, kind of music similar. They were also doing music for the movie Nosferatu, and that was kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Watching a silent movie with that music. Yeah. And that was shot in low light, and I was based on the light. And there's Count Gregor himself in the middle, and two lovely ladies who posed for us and everything else. It was interesting to do this picture because basically the background, it was in the basement of the hotel, or part of the hotel, and it was like cherry blossom, but there was like spots of blood in it. It looked like spots of blood. So I thought with the hair light above, the light behind him was hovering and hitting the wall to give it kind of edgy kind of look to it.
I like it.
Thank you.
Very cool. Let's do the next one. Oh, yeah.
Get the great
That seems like his internet
twins
connection.
in a hotel. Two ladies.
Yeah, can you do that again? From the top?
Let me tell you a story.
On the internet from it.
Yeah. So basically, I bumped into one of these ladies. This is at Day of the Dead, which was a month ago. And I picked her out and I said, "Hey, do you have a sister?" She said, "Yes." I went over to her sister. There were volunteers at the Days of the Dead. So I put them against a background of Chicago and take the picture. And I said, "That is a bucket list picture, because how is it that you find two ladies dressed up in a hotel as the Grady twins?" The Shining. Sorry if I forgot to say The Shining.
Yeah, no, you're good.
You're good. You're good. We're having a little internet weirdness, and that might be the weather out here in Chicago tonight. So.
Right. Well, there's that same background, and if that's the same background, but if you look in the back, right near her face, you can see red on the wall. So he kind of gave it like a bloody kind of look, and like I said, the light bouncing against the wall gave that kind of atmosphere look. So I'm trying to think the word, like scoped it out. Yeah, she knows you, and that lady is Nita, and she was a very lovely German woman, and she's very talented and very beautiful too.
Oh, you said she knows? We've met, I believe, right? Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, that's cool, Mia. Yeah, I like that picture. I like that background you got on that, and she looks great in front of it.
Yeah. Well, sometimes. Okay. Well, that was from Days of the Dead, and what it was that they were people taking pictures of these two with the X. So what I thought about was that I'm starting to realize it's better to make some kind of action picture, something that looks a little more like a movie set version, something you would see in a horror picture. So I basically moved the camera up to her, tilted it, and then had the guy put the X near her face, close to it. So basically, when they were taking the picture, she was standing still, arms tight, and then that hatch near her face, and it just looks like a regular shot. So I kind of improvised a little more. I put a little more action into it. I put more creativity to it.
That's very cool. Do you know who's in the shot?
Just two cosplayers who came to do the contest and all that stuff. That's all I know.
And is that Days of the Dead?
That's Days of the Dead. From what I know, it's from the movie that just came out Thanksgiving Day.
Oh, got ya. Okay, right. I've not seen that one yet.
Oh, this is Greg Roll, and we were interviewing, and that is Michael Ironside from Total Recall and V.
Yeah, I thought that. Yeah.
So he basically. So I always improvise to people, do something fun, do something, and he came over and he acted like he was going to bite him. And he did, acted like he was biting him. And I said, oh, that's a perfect shot, and that's what you want to do. I want to create something that's not like, oh, we're taking pictures, you've seen the pictures at the conventions, how they look. I like to make a little more fun in them.
Well, it is. You've got a style to it, and it does. It just looks like everybody is having a lot more fun.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, now Days of the Dead again, and let me say that the Days of the Dead is at the Crown Plaza in Rosemont. So basically, these people here are two YouTubers called the Grim Life Collective, Michael and Jessica.
Oh yeah, that's good. We watch Grim Life. If you're on YouTube, follow those guys as well. They travel over the country and beyond, and take you to cool, haunted, spooky places. So it's a great channel.
Yeah, I hope they interview you one time. Seriously, they're good. Just to tell you, that cross is mine. I bought that at Goodwill. And I used it for Count Gregro. I said, hey, how about having a cross? You need to sell some crosses around here.
Nice.
And then here you go. This the lady is Lily Gregro. That's Mrs. Gregro. And there's Count Gregro with if you could tell who the guy is next to him.
It's Doug Bradley, isn't it?
Yep, Doug Bradley.
I have met Doug. I've got some nice pictures with him. Unfortunately, you didn't take them, so they're not in these photos. But I've met Doug, and he's very cool. Doug Bradley is actually in the new movie called Demonatrix that Aurelio Voltaire is making right now.
Well, it's funny about it. What's happened was him and the other people who played the demons from Hellraiser 2 were all busy. That was getting more signups because Clark Barker was down there too, doing a private session. And the interesting thing was, it's like, this is towards the end of the Saturday, and they all like came up and said, sure, we'll do a picture. He was the first one. He just walked right up and started taking pictures. And then the rest all followed, or should I say, we were talking to Barbara Weil earlier. So we did have a good conversation with her.
Yeah, I know Barbara Weil too. She's cool. She's wild.
Oh, you should have seen her in her earlier days when she did what's called mind dancing, like a robot, like the 80s. Yeah, and that's amazing when you find that.
Yep.
I wish I could talk to her about that.
Yeah. And
this is this is a steampunk expo. This is Kathy. She basically posed as a vampire bride. And she had her partner with her, which basically had, I thought I was going to make a picture with her, kind of like go, attack the person. But instead, I found out they had teeth too. So I just said, now we'll just leave that. I'll do this picture. And then I thought we'll do one with Gregro and her later on, in which we did. But that's a beautiful shot. It's off on the stairway. It gives a kind of bride look in a black and white old style. I lightened the dress up a little more, and it's just lovely how she holds the dowel.
I like it. I like the way you've art directed it, and her on the steps in that gown look fantastic.
Well, when you're at a hotel or somewhere where you can't find play, I mean, most of the shots when you take these cosplayers is all in an area, and you can see people walking by and stuff like that. But
Right.
the situation is, you always want to look for somewhere where you can get these things. You know, make them a little more unique.
Well, it's like what you and I were talking about before the show, and that's the thing to do, is take advantage of the atmosphere you have in the hotel outside of like the ballroom that's full of vendors, and you take your pictures there. And I think that's really smart because you get some great stuff.
Mm-hmm. Oh, now you know who that woman is.
Yeah, who is that?
That's Barbie Weil.
That is Barbie. Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Lovely woman. A lot of fun. We had some fun with her. This was before when they just got back from their photo shoot. So we got a chance to talk to her for another time, because we talked to her on Friday. This is Saturday, so we got her real closely. We did some great photos with her too. A lot of fun.
Cool.
Yeah. This is from
the water here.
These are the Sirens of Blood. They were basically mermaids in the pool of the hotel at the Steampunk Expo. And while two of them were sitting, one was sitting on the pool edge. I photographed it. This one I liked it because she was just bobbing up and down. And when I saw her doing this, I said, "Oh, wait a minute, this works great if I do a wide angle shot and shoot downward on her like she just came out of the water."
Yeah, that's cool.
Oh yeah. Now, this is where we enter into my other side of my business, which is bands. I cover a bunch of bands around Chicago. I've been doing that since like 2014. Mm-hmm. And one of the bands is Libido Funk Circus, which is there. I've been with them since 2015. So they've been a long time client of mine. They also have a side band called Disco Circus. And they're very good performers and everything else. And they are lovely people, everything else. The other people with them is Hillbilly Rock Stars. Now, this is from last year, about almost the same time. They do a show called Crossroads. And this was shot at Joe's Live in Rosemont. And it's kind of funny because they both had the same kind of energy. And I like that. When someone starts, I don't like someone who just stands there and starts playing his guitar. I want someone to, do some reaction. And man, they both did at the same time. And even though I'm used to Libido, they always change their show, and I'm always finding new things out of them. The same thing now I found with the Hillbillies, almost the same.
Cool.
Yeah. Oh, you know who that is.
I think I've seen this. Isn't there some crazy vampire magician online somewhere?
No, this was some guy wanted pictures taken of him. Tim Zucker. Oh, yeah. Let me give a shout to Tim Zucker. Thank you for all what you did and everything else. Tim and Bob are the greatest guys in the world. The family is lovely. They do a lot of good stuff
here. They do the all night flea market, and they do the Halloween flea market.
Yeah, which I'm going to be doing this year. I'm going to be doing the Halloween one. I haven't seen what my situation is for the all night, because basically I got a busy schedule and they got a busy schedule. So we'll see. Hopefully, cross your fingers.
And this is from the show I did there, and you did the photos, right?
Yeah, this was at the PopCon at the Pheasant Run, which is no more standing.
Oh yeah, which is yes, that is no more. That venue is gone now.
So basically, and then that's also at the same show where you're performing your magic.
I like that. That's a nice angle on the ball illusion there.
Right. I always liked that ball pictures that you did. So, I mean, what you did in it, and I thought that would be the best thing to show.
Thank you. And this one is at the Halloween show.
Right. That was the first Halloween show I shot with you. And that was the one where you had your barbecue.
Oh, yeah. We did the cremation and had a little barbecue fun.
Yeah. And then one thing I learned about doing the bands is they always want to show an audience. Sometimes, you get a big audience, which you did. You had a big audience. I would have shown the other one.
That whole building was packed with people.
Yes, it was. And and that was a cold day. Remember?
Oh,
We
the
were
wind and the cold. I
wind and
remember loading
everything.
in and out was not fun.
Yeah, but it
Yep,
was like when everybody did that. Seeing you start doing the magic, they all crammed in there,
they
and
did.
they all watched you entertain them.
Yeah, that was a good show.
Yeah, it was a beautiful show.
And
And
this
then
was the
that's one.
summer. This is the
That,
all
that
night
was that was
one.
at the all night, and that was the year after. So that would be 2019, and that was basically I wanted to get some shots of you because it was a nice clear day, and I thought, well, I'm never going to get some really good shots if we have a bad day or stuff like that. So I shot a couple pictures of you, one with this, one where there's the water tank behind you, and one where there was people behind you. I like this one better because it's almost like you're commanding something.
Yes.
Hmm.
I am commanding Godzilla to rise from the sea right here.
You know what? I got Godzilla right next to me. He's all foam. He's all like rubber and foam. So,
You got to see Godzilla. Was that
oh
all
yeah,
of them?
Was it?
That's
that
it.
was
Yeah.
all of them, yeah.
Did we get through
I
everything?
do
I think we got
appreciate
through
you
about
showing.
everything.
You got one.
Yeah. Yeah. So perfect. Well, thank you. What are you shooting next? What are you up to next?
Well, right now I'm doing more this summer from here on with the bands and stuff like that. However, I will be with Count Gregoro again on May 25th. We're going to be at the Claremont collection, which is all Hollywood cars, classic cars, and everything. We were invited to come down, and we're doing we're hopefully we could do an interview and everything else. Right now, the count is over at CEC2. So if anyone is watching and you're going there,
Yeah, that is this
make sure
weekend,
you
isn't
see
it?
him and take a picture with him. Ask him for a steak.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Well, you guys hang out for a second. I want to go back into the audience, into the chat. Any questions that you have
Well,
for?
we're reacting to the pictures and how much they like the pictures.
Oh, there you go. Well, yeah. Tell Robert how much you enjoy his work, and Maria how much you adore her. Don't we
Yo,
all?
those pictures
Love
were
you. We
awesome,
love you.
actually. It's hard
Thank
to
you.
grab the right lighting, the right angle. And I mean, it takes me forever to get a good one picture, and I have to take 100 of them. So, but yeah, you captured them well. It looks great. Nice
Well, what
job.
I did, yeah, what I did is I learned on low lighting, study low
Yeah.
lighting, and mostly I do bands in low lighting, small blue places that I combined what to do and work from there. So I think every moment, every second on it. I worked out ideas and works out great to this day. So far,
Yeah.
but then again, I do make mistakes. So
Well, we all do. No, but it also a lot of people don't take advantage of angles. Angles
right,
make a huge,
Yeah.
it makes or breaks a picture. So
Well, it's like that one picture he took with me and the ball, where he took from that low angle at that
Yeah.
one particular point in the routine.
yeah,
And that
yeah,
looks great. I really that popped out right away to me when I looked at him, because I see a lot of the same photos of me from just
Yes.
from the front. And you're right.
Right.
I mean, the angle means a lot, and he's got an eye for that, which is great.
Yeah.
Because that's cool, because that's the illusion I'm doing in that Instagram post that went crazy. So people liked that routine, and it's cool to have a great photo like that. So thank you, Robert.
no problem. Thank you.
Very
Yeah. So do we have any questions from anyone?
No, like I said, a lot of people are really talking about how much they like the pictures.
Awesome.
Talking about different people, some of the colors of people and stuff like that.
Yeah.
If there's not, pretty much that kind of stuff.
Yeah, we'll have to see what we can get on here, That is fun. Thank you. All right, so hang tight for a second. And are you ready? I want to do the merch thing.
Oh, okay.
So real quick, we're getting towards, I think, the end of the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are. So real quick, I want to say, please subscribe if you've stumbled in, and remember to subscribe to Maria Tea and Telly as well. And Robert, are you on YouTube at all? Where can they find you on social and everything?
Well, you can find me on Facebook. Also, I am putting up a website for both for the bands and for the art, or should I say the covering of the sci-fi, horror, and I call history too. Called Soul Collector. And if you get the idea of what Soul Collector is, you know.
Yeah.
You have an Instagram account?
You have an Instagram?
I had one still floating around, but I haven't used it lately. So that's another thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it seemed like you were getting most traction off of the Evil Book of Face from what you were saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Evil Book of Face that paid me.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So before we go, I do want to say too, so support all of us and support this channel here for Fitzgerald's Realm by subscribing, following along, and also we have merch. There's the merch. So there you go, and there is an online store. So you can, there's that, and there's more. Use this QR code, scan it with your phone later, and that will take you to a page of links where you can find the merch store. You can find other fun things, and you will find my website through there. You can also find links to Dark Realm, my movie Dark Realm, and that is streaming on Amazon Prime Video. Or if you're a collector weirdo like so many of us are, you can get the DVD, which is via my website. But there's a link directly to the DVD of the collector edition of the DVD for Dark Realm. As
Support
well.
physical media.
Horror film that I made that has my show in a horror film. So is there anything else you guys, anything else you want to say to the audience or remind me or everybody else of?
Oh, let me mention another band. I do grunge band. So I got Corroy Chicago, which is a Pearl Jam band.
Ah, cool.
Yeah.
Very good. Maria, when's your next live stream?
Well, I am going to be doing my shows on Thursdays now instead of Fridays. And so I'm hoping not next Friday, but maybe the one after. Yeah, I think I have a lot of great stuff, a lot of great people that are going to be joining me as well. And so come on in. I just have fun in my show. I do a little bit of everything. I love cooking, so I do cooking. My cat's like a star of the show all the time. And like I said last night, I think they come for him.
That's right.
But for him,
and you stay
for my cat.
Right.
Yes, for my cat. But I'm a geek, a computer geek, so I show a lot of computer stuff. I mean, I just do a little bit of everything because that's what it is. But it's basically just to have fun, and so hopefully see you guys there. And Ron, I'm sure I'd love to have you stop by again sometime.
I would love to. I'll even make sure my damn tech is working so nothing funky happens.
Yeah,
we'll get that together. But I would love anytime you want me. I'm there for you. Yeah.
Thank you. Yes, thank you.
All right. Was it Robert? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let me just say that hopefully you will have me on again, and this time at least I'll be talking to a human instead of a picture.
More photos. But I love it that you dressed for the occasion. Thank you.
No problem.
Both of you guys, thank you, because they can't see me tonight. So I'm looking good. I'm wearing my Hellraiser coat, and I'm in my makeup, and I got way too much eyeliner on like usual. But damn it, you can see me. So we'll take a picture and post it after the show. I'll have Morgoth take one on set here. So that way you can see me afterwards. How's that? That'll be up in the
Thank you.
and elsewhere.
I appreciate it.
Pages later. Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for having me on. I appreciate it.
Thank you both for being here tonight. Really, I love you both. Thank you so much. Everybody in the chat, last call in the chat. Anything else question wise for anybody or anything else before we sign off here?
Good to meet you, Robert, by the way. Sorry.
Nice to meet you, Maria. I'll check out your stuff there.
Yeah, I'll do the same
how
with
about
you.
Italian food? Do you cook that?
What's that?
Do you cook Italian food?
I cook foods from all around the world, actually.
We were talking about, because like Hannibal Lecter and Vincent Price, I love to spend a little time in the kitchen too. So
yeah,
we were talking about trying to get together at some point. besides cutting you in half, also we're going to make some sort of cooking video together, which I think would be awesome.
Absolutely.
Fun.
That would be fun. That would be lots of fun.
I'm dangerous in the kitchen. I'm warning you now.
Good. Just when we take the knives out, I'm going to exit left and let you to it.
Is that the one where the rabbit comes out of the pot instead of being boiled?
That's just.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All right. What's that? Yeah, we are okay. So everybody, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you,
Maria, Robert, and Morgoth. Thank you, everybody. Everybody, give Morgoth some love in the chat. Yeah, it makes him a little nauseous, but don't give him too much love. Just a little bit.
Just a little. So we should kiss him and then slap him, okay, and make him feel better.
He is not touchy-feely, so you got to know that about him. And thank you guys out there in watching tonight on YouTube and the Evil Book of Face as we simulcast out to a couple of places tonight. And so thank you, and thanks for being in the chat and engaging. Thank you so much. We'll see you on the next one. And for now, I just want to wish everybody make sure that all of your days and especially your nights are full of dark, sticky fun. Hello.